People, what is crack? I'm Lack, and it's Inspirational A back with a different video today. Now, I wanted to do something different because obviously I've only been doing my Road to Greatness series on my main channel, and Watch Dogs on my second channel. But there is a reason why I'm doing this video. It's not just a random video because I fancy doing something different, or I did. It's to go over the Tyrone Woodley versus Jake Paul fight, and my predictions, my opinions, and why I think Tyrone Woodley stands a hell of a much better chance of actually getting a W than Ben Askren's did. Now, I'll just quickly go over why I'm putting my thoughts on it and why I think I can kind of give some detail. It's because I'm a YouTuber myself, as you can see, I'm doing videos. But I'm also in the MMA game. I'm currently training for my first charity cage fight. I'm not saying I'm some sort of expert or I'm amazing, you know, but I can give you little tips that I think how Tyrone Woodley's got it because of his MMA background. And I've also followed the fighting scene from the very first Joe Waller versus KSI, even before that when Joe Waller fought Theo Baker, but the proper big KSI versus Jake Paul, what do you call it? I'll get there in a minute, Joe Waller. I was in Manchester, I think it was, or London, no, Manchester, wherever it was, to watch the Logan versus KSI fight, and I've kept up with all the rest of it since then. So I've kept up with it. So that's why I'm going to speak about it and give my opinion. There's three things I think that are very different in Tyrone Woodley that Ben Askren didn't have, and why this will make it as an interesting fight, and why I think Tyrone Woodley, and fair play to Jake, he's admitted it, is a step up. And no, I'm not a fanboy then, so don't start putting in the comments I am. Why it's a step up from Ben Askren to Tyrone Woodley. So, first of all, he's got punching power. That's the biggest thing. He has punching power. Now, he is a multiple time. No, not multiple time. He has won the welterweight belt championship, and he defended it 4 times without being defeated. He has also got a very good record. I believe his record is 19 wins, 7 losses, and 3 draws, or something like that. Something briefly. I only looked it up briefly, but it's something like that. Yes, most of his wins come from submissions. He is a very good wrestler and a very good jiu-jitsu person, and most of his wins come from that. But he has had KO wins. He's got that KO power in him. He's going to be used to that spotlight, like Ben Askren's was, yes, but he's been in there with the big guys. You know, I'm not taking anything away from the division Ben Askren was in, but he was a wrestler and got them on the floor as well. But the difference is Tyrone Woodley has got the KO power. And even when he's lost, it's not been in the first couple of rounds. It's been like in the last 4 or 5 rounds. So he's got that drive. He's got that KO power. He's got that determination and grit to be in there a long time. He's got that championship mentality, which I think is going to help him massively against Jake Paul. Which kind of leads on to my second point of he is putting the work in. You can see that this is a serious fight to him. You can see that he wants to win. Like, it's not some fuck-about fight. In my opinion, which will come on to my third point in a bit, I'll go into more detail in a bit on it, Ben Askren didn't give a fuck, which means he didn't try, which I'll go over that in a bit. But to me, this looks like Tyrone Woodley actually cares. This doesn't look like some sort of just knock-off money fight, which I think the Ben Askren's first Jake Paul fight was. It looks like a proper fight. It looks like Tyrone Woodley wants this. He wants to win. He doesn't want to be beaten by a YouTuber. He doesn't want that in his records that some YouTuber has beaten him. Now, this is where I've got to give Jake a little bit of credit. I'm not a fan of him. I think he's a dickhead. I can't stand him. But I can see where he's putting the graft in. Like, a lot of people say he's shit, and I get that. But the one thing you can't deny, he is putting the graft in. He's putting the work in to make himself a better boxer. You know, which fair game to him. I've got respect for people that. There's one thing saying it, and there's another thing doing it. Now, he's not fighting boxers, and that's why he's a dickhead, because he ain't proven himself really. If he can meet Tyrone Woodley, he's starting to prove himself. But he's still putting the graft in. I respect people who put the graft into their sport, and they go head over heels. Heels? What the fuck am I on about? Heels for it. Like, they would train their ass off, and you can see Jake Paul was doing that. And he's taking it with full pride and passion, which is fair play to him. I will respect him for that. But, you know, other than that, he's a dickhead. And Tyrone Woodley has done the same. He's got in a fight camp with Floyd Money Mayweather, so he's getting that striking better, he's getting that punching power better, he's going to have better boxing. Now, obviously, like I said, he wasn't shit at boxing because he did have KO wins, but his main fighting style was grappling, wrestling, and spitting. But he's got the KO power, he's got that in him. So the fact that he's training with Floyd Mayweather, you can tell he's taking this serious. This isn't serious. This isn't just a money fight. Which leads me on to my third point. He is training like there's no tomorrow for this. In my opinion, Ben Askren did little as he could for the fight against Jake Paul. I don't think he trained that much, because you looked at when he entered the cage, you know, he wasn't the best to look in shape, and you know, there is some big guys that have a bit of weight on that can still knock out people. Daniel Cormier is a good example, but he still could have been in better shape. And it just doesn't look like the whole time, like, there's hardly no footage of him training, and when you did see footage of him training, it didn't look that great. Whereas, I've seen footage, well, not I, but obviously, Tyrone Woodley's put a little bit of footage out there, of his fight camp days in, Floyd Money Mayweather's camp, and he looks like he's giving it his all. He looks like he's turning up to training every day. He looks like he's doing everything he possibly can to get better at boxing. Which why I think this is going to be a really exciting fight, and why I think it's going to be an interesting fight as well. Now, on to, before I move on, I've got to say, so that means he's going to be in the best shape of his life by the time this fight comes round. Like, he cares about it. So yeah, you know, those three things, I think the fact that he's training his ass off, like, which you should do, I should know because I do MMA and I'm training my ass off for a cage fight. I try to cage fight. I train up to 20 times a week, and that's not just classes, that's weights, conditioning, runs, all sorts. You know, if something means something to you, you're going to train your ass off, which looks like he's doing. He looks like he cares about this. He looks like he wants to win. It's not just a fight, a money grab. And thirdly, he has got a KO power in him. He's got that grit in him. He's got that determination. He's going to be able to take shots. And he's also not going to fall for the fakes. And what I mean by that is, boxing and MMA are very different of how you fake. Obviously, MMA you kind of stand there and you go, you know, move your hands out, move your head, try and get them, fake them out. Whereas boxing is kind of more throw the jab, kind of fake the jab, and then you come in with the right hook, or you jab, fake the jab, uppercut. You know, that sort of stuff. But I don't think Tyrone Woodley is going to fall for that sort of stuff. He's going to have his defense up. He's going to be able to block it. Because he's getting trained by Floyd Money Mayweather. That's the other thing I think is going to be what Jake's not going to expect. And we don't know what Jake's like when he gets to the third, fourth rounds, because all of his victories been in the first round. He's KO'd all his opponents. I say KO because he didn't KO all of them. Technical knockout some of them, but anyway. We don't know what Jake Paul's going to be like in the third, fourth rounds. We don't know. We don't know. We haven't seen him go that distance. Can he go that distance? Has he got enough grit and determination, cardio in him to go that distance? There's the stuff we'll find out on the fight night. Which is why I think it's a really, like I said, back to my point, a really interesting fight. But now, who do I think is going to win this? Based on everything I said. Oh. I think it's a 70% chance Tyrone Woodley to a 30% chance Jake Paul. Now hear me out before I get all the hate comments and blah blah blah. I'm a Paul fight now. Grit and hard work can make up a lot of things. Also, boxing. Jake Paul's been boxing for 3 years now. He's not no rookie, and he's been trained by, I don't know his name, but one of the best boxers apparently. You know, he's not. He's done it for 3 years. He's not a rookie now. He's not some, you know. Alright, he is in a way because he's not fighting pro boxers or professional boxers, and, you know, I'm with everyone else that he should, if he really wants to be calling himself a boxer. But what I'm saying, experience-wise, he's not on the rookie level now. He's on the amateur level now. He's gonna have that amateur sort of experience. Not in in the ring, but as in training-wise, length-wise. And he's got a lot of grit in him and determination. You can see that from how much he trains and how much he goes to training. What I think is going to give Tyrone Woodley the edge is two things. One, he's getting trained by the best boxer in this generation, money may Floyd Mayweather, possibly the best boxer of all time. That's up for debate because there's so many of them. You know, you got Tyson Fury, you got Muhammad Ali, there's so many of them, Manny Pacquiao. He is getting trained by Floyd, and 2, he has the grit and determination and cardio. He can go the long distance. And like I said, I don't think he's going to fall for the simple tricks. I don't think he's going to fall for the double jumps and then get set up. Because that's obviously how you set up sometimes, not all the time. Set up, punches sometimes. You go for the left, jab, double jab, then you come on with the uppercut, or you come on with the right. I don't think he's going to fall for that sort of stuff. And he's got the power behind him. There's a lot of factors I think that Tyrone Woodley's got that Jake Paul is not experienced before. Like I said, the cardio he's not going to experience. He's not going to experience the going the deep into the lanes. He's not going to be experiencing someone who's going to know how to kind of block and not fall for those little tricks. So it's definitely going to be an interesting fight, but I'm giving it to Tyrone Woodley. I think he's just got too much experience. He's been trained by Floyd Mayweather, and he's not going to fall for those attack, you know, those setups that Jake Paul did on Ben Askren and the rest of them. He's got that grit in him. He's got that determination. So I'm saying I think Tyrone Woodley's going to win.
Woohoo!
There's a small chance that Jake could win. You never know. He's done it in the past. Yes, against people that aren't professional boxers, but still, he's done it in the past. That's my verdict. I hope you enjoyed this video and kind of my opinion and whatnot. I wanted to do something different. I'm trying to do some different videos just to kind of get you guys bit more variety. It's just hard because I am, like I said, training my ass off for MMA fight. That is no joke, I literally am. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. Come on, Tyrone Woodley, knock this dickhead out. Let's go. Other than that, I've been Inspirational A. Make sure you check out my second channel, Inspirational A Gaming, my Road to Greatness series. Next video will be dropping this week. And yeah, I'll see you later.